Good evening and welcome to the Amadeitist Spiritual Service. Our guest mediums for this evening are Matt and Kirsty Grogan, all the way from Kent. Good evening and welcome to you. It's lovely to see you both back again. But the outline of our service this evening will be as follows. We'll have an opening prayer followed by an address, then some music. Then we'll have a moment's silence for distant healing, followed by some music. Then we'll have a demonstration of mediumship given by both Matt and Kirsty this evening. This will be followed by our notifications and closing prayer. And as usual, the chat will stay open for anyone who wishes to stay. Okay, so if I've got this right, I will now hand over to Kirsty for our opening prayer.
Thank you very much, and good evening, everybody. If you'll all join me in prayer, that would be marvellous. Dear Heavenly Father, Great Spirit, we ask, please, that we are all surrounded today by your love and your light and your laughter. We ask, please, that our loved ones from the world of the Spirit step forward and blend with both Matt and myself in order to give messages of love, light, positivity and hope. We ask, please, dear Lord, that your angels come down to help them with this process and bring in that beautiful cheer that is the love and light of Spirit. We ask also, please, dear Lord, for continuous healing to our beautiful Mother Earth, whether she is, on all her inhabitants, whether they are on land, in the sea, on the sea, or in the air. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Okay, I will hand it back to you, Matt, in your own time for the address.
Good evening, everybody. All nice smiley faces. That's nice to see it on a Saturday night. So basically, Spirit want to talk about Christmas cheer. And what they want is you to think about what that means to yourself individually. Now, to me, Christmas cheer is all about all the traditional things of the family and everything else. But it's very difficult at certain times of year to sort of think positively about ourselves, thinking about situations, you know, all of this stuff that's going on at the moment with the horrible words that are being said and rumours that are going around and everything else of what could and possibly. It's quite easy to think about the things that might happen. But this time to me is about bringing the happiness, bringing about the understanding, bringing about the family and bringing everyone together and showing that you're not on your own. And it's about showing that you've all got this sort of creativity, this something to give. There's times and times that we think, you know what, I'm no good at this, I'm no good at that. Actually, what about the things you are good at? Who's the comedians that are in the room? Who are the people who you know you can always rely on to give you upliftment, to give you some purpose? Who are the people who sort of say to you, everything's going to be all right, I'll be there no matter what? Now think about yourself. Who are you? Who are you of those characters? Are you the person that's always there? Are you the person that needs someone to be there? Are you the person that says funny things and always says the things at the wrong time? Are you the person who brings laughter into the room? We can always look on the things that aren't going right, but what we should be looking at are the things that are right. And Christmas is one of those times that people assume that everything's going to go wrong, the turkey's going to not fit in the oven, that the pigs in blankets might not be ready in time. But isn't it funny, we're all sat down for the Queen's speech at 3 o'clock, we're all ready. The presents that we were worried about with the people like, open them and they've got smiles on their faces. It was just what I wanted, it's just what I needed. So instead of worrying about what is or what might be, start thinking about what is in a positive way. Every time that you wrap a present up, know that that's been sent, that's been thought about. As you've gone running around the shops, that you want to make sure that present was felt. It comes with love and thought. And when you're wrapping it, it also comes with love and thought. Sending that to that person and giving them what they need. Phoning up the family and saying, I've not spoken to you for months. How are you? I just thought I'd wish you a happy Christmas day. And even if those loved ones are in spirit, you can still do the same. You can still ring up and sort of say, I'm here, I'm thinking about you today, I'm raising a glass, and I'm hoping you're okay. I want you to sort of start to put yourself on a pedestal and start to think of how great you are, how special that your loved ones think you are, and how fantastic you are. Even if you're one of those who always, throughout the year, tells the Christmas cracker jokes and forget the punchlines. I want you to think about the things that you're going to do in the new year, and the things that are going to be special, and the people you're going to be surrounded by at Christmas time. Christmas isn't always easy for everybody, but we can also make the times special. We can make them special. Thinking about those people we want to be with and those people that we need. But also, don't forget ourselves. Understand where we need people, we want people in our lives. They want us in their lives. Start to think about that happy times, pulling the crackers together, laughing, lifting a glass, and be able to laugh at life and not take life seriously. So as you go about this next week, think about how can you spread some cheer, but also how can you accept it? How can you let other people help you out and give you that? Put the Christmas jumper on, laugh at yourself, learn to take on all the positives and all the things that are going right, not the things that are going wrong. And if I can leave you with that laughter and that cheer from your loved ones in spirit, God bless.
Thank you, Matt, for that reminder. And we'll have our first piece of music.
Set me up
Well, that woke us all up, didn't it? Please join me now in a moment's silence as we send out healing to all those who need it this evening. If you do know anybody who is in need of healing, please hold them in your thoughts as I read out the healing prayer. Gracious Spirit, of thy goodness, hear our anxious prayer. Take our loved ones who are suffering, neath thy tender care. Loving Father, hear us. Gracious Spirit, may thy presence shed a healing ray, turning all their night of darkness into glorious day. Loving Father, hear us. Gracious Spirit, shouldst thou claim them, be their light and guide. Lead them to the heavenly kingdom, safely by thy side. Loving Father, hear us. Hear us. Amen.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me
Well, if that didn't get your rhythm going, I don't know what will. So now I'd ask you all to send out your love to Kirsty as she links into spirit on our behalf. Over to you, Kirsty.
Thank you very much, and good evening once again. A lovely bit of boogieing going on there, I noticed, and I would say there's probably a lot of singing behind them muted microphones as well. It'd be interesting to hear what they sounded like. I know it was, you know, cats howling in this corner, but we enjoyed it anyway. Right, okay, so have we got anybody new that's never done anything like this before, apart from him? I'm assuming that's a no then. Okay, so basically Matt and myself just take it in turns. If you don't understand, please don't be frightened to stop us and say, sorry, I don't get what you're saying. Please keep your lovely minds open, because bearing in mind, it isn't necessarily always somebody that you thought might come through. And also, please keep your love flowing. And the last thing I want to say before I jump in is that if we bring somebody through that you don't want to talk to, please say so. It is really, really important, because there are sometimes we don't always get on with our relatives or people that have passed over. They don't automatically turn into angels, and we don't automatically not forget what's happened. So, you know, just bear that in mind. Okay, without further ado, can I please come to Ian Logan, please?
Good evening, Kirsty.
And good evening to you, sir. Right, as I kept looking at you, I was drawn to you. I kept hearing dad. Okay, and I want to say I've got a really nice gentleman with this dad. I feel I was clever, I was sharp. You know, you couldn't pull the wool over my eyes with this gentleman. He makes me feel like he was, I want to say, a proper Scotsman. Do you understand that statement, please?
I think so, yes.
Okay, well, he's very patriotic. Everything is wonderful about Scotland. Nothing is awful about Scotland. Okay, he's coming forward. Okay, all right. I want to say he had some beliefs when he was younger that I felt got a bit dismissed, because he's got very strong views about certain bits of people's country. Okay, so I'm just going to say it as it is. Okay, he wasn't awfully fond when he was younger of the English. Okay, I don't know whether that's still carried on, but I certainly know there was a lot of stigmatism around there with the English with him. Would you understand that, please?
I think so, Kirsty. I think it's my father's brother.
Okay,
I do apologize. He came with him, and then what you've described sounds right.
Okay, I want to say I want to say he melted a little bit towards, I don't know if he met some nice English people, but I do feel that, you know, because there are a few of us, but I feel like he kind of melted a little bit, and some of his stereotypes and his beliefs kind of wasn't so harsh, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty well see things that way myself, to be honest.
Okay, so I feel like you said that there was your father's brother, but I do feel like I've got your dad here as well. I do feel like there's the pair of them come forward. And actually, as I'm speaking, I want to say there's a grandfather trying to come in as well behind them. I do feel this is their dad. Again, I want a gentleman of quite harsh, strong views. And I was a man that wouldn't be frightened to tell you off, wouldn't be frightened to tell you his views, and wouldn't be frightened to clip you around the ear roll. Would you understand that, please, with this gentleman?
Very much, yes.
Okay, so I want to say I've got the three of them here with you. I'm going to ask for some more evidence as I keep going. Okay, so I need to please give you November, I've got to give you August, and I've got to give you July as birthdays, anniversaries and passings.
Kirsty, I'm not good at dates, but November was my own birthday, so.
Yeah, we'll keep rolling with it. If you're not good at it, do you know, I can't remember what happened yesterday after time, and when spirit comes through, they're giving me 10 and 20 years ago, and you're thinking, what? How am I going to remember that? So just keep rolling with it. Don't worry about it. Okay. I need to say to you, I've got to give you a watch. All right. So I know that it would have been passed down. I'm getting a pain in my head as well with one of these gentlemen. If you'd understand that too, please.
No, I'm not aware.
Okay. Which bit are you not aware of? The watch or the headache?
The watch.
Okay.
It certainly didn't come to me, and it would have, because I'm
Oh.
the direct.
You know, it wasn't to you. I feel it was the generation that got given to the generation above you. It didn't reach you, I'm afraid.
Yes.
But anyway, again, we'll just pass that on because I keep needing to say, I've got a pain in my chest with one of these gentlemen, please.
I find it hard to answer these questions, Kirsty. My grandfather died when my father was 5 years old.
Right, okay,
So
no
if he
problem.
had
Did you not
pain
know
in
how
his
he
chest,
died?
I just never knew about it.
Did you not know how he died?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. Okay. Would you also understand there's cancerous links around one of these gentlemen? It may not be this gentleman, but he's given me cancerous links, please.
I think so, yes.
Okay, thank you. I've got a gentleman, one of the gentlemen, I feel like I was a smoker with one of the gentlemen as well, please.
That's my father.
Okay, thank you. He's just bringing that in to confirm that, all right. Would you also understand one of the gentlemen wouldn't have been frightened to have a wee dram?
Again, that's my father. I'm not so sure about my uncle. He could have been.
That's okay. I feel like your dad's just taken over now. He's just jumped in. Those two wanted to be acknowledged, but I feel like this is your dad just wanting to come through now and have a little chat with his wee boy. His words.
My father liked his whiskey, yeah.
He's also, I want to say, again, I want to repeat, everything's very, very Scottish orientated. He's literally showing me locks. I want to say locks. So I don't know if there was one very close to you, but I'm seeing I don't know. It's where's Logan? Lomond, something like that he's trying to say.
Loch Lomond is on the west coast of north of Glasgow. But
would that be a memory, please? A visit for it, please.
Certainly would be for me, but Kirsty, I left Scotland when I was relatively young and got married into England, and a lot of the finer details I was never aware of.
Oh, all right then. Okay, let's try and give you something that you would understand. These gentlemen are trying to bring in that Scottish link, and it's almost like they're going, yeah, but come on, you're a Scot. You understand? Everyone
knows Loch Lomond, I think.
Okay, well, I haven't got a clue, so that's me out. Okay, all I know is what I heard. All right. Right, for yourself, please. I've got to give you, they keep talking about the Midlands. I don't know what I've got to give you the Midlands. Again, that's a memory. I've also got to give you Blackpool.
Well, I've been to Blackpool like most people, and had a good weekend, but yeah.
Do you know what? You're tickling me. You are. You're saying most people have been to these places. I know loads of people that haven't. And I didn't know you hadn't, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to give you some little bits of information, and I'm going to get past the message on for you. All right. Right, okay. With he's trying to give me a Christmas pudding for you. So I don't know if he would have had the love for the Christmas pudding or you have. I want to light it as well. I don't just want to eat it, I want to light it. All right, it's part of the tradition. I also want to give you the knife and the carving knife and fork. I want you to carve the bird.
Right.
Because I feel like he's almost passing stuff on to you. You're the head of the house. He's trying to say to you, it's almost like you've got a role to play now. All right. And he's saying there's something around you that you need to kind of step up and greet and know that you're quite capable of doing this.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I say whatever doubts are creeping into your mind, tell them to go away, because you're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. All right. I've also got to say to you, Christmas itself is going to be better than you anticipated. But as I'm stepping back from it, because he's tried really, really hard. He's given me Okay, is there a problem with the tree? I feel like it's wonky, or there's something going on with the tree.
It's just not here. That's my daughter
Okay.
will have a tree. I go to my daughter's house at Christmas. There'll be a tree there.
When you go to her house,
There is. You're right. You're right. There is something wrong. They bought a dog and they can't have the tree. It's got to be high up or something.
okay, right. Okie dokie. I've also got to give you, the dog is eating something as well. It's chewing something, and it's going to be something that's quite valuable. So when you go round there, you will find this out, and there'll be a bit of a drama. So have a little chuckle with your dad, because your dad's giving you the heads up to stay out of it. And let the drama carry on without you. All right. With that, he gives me a Christmas cracker with an awful joke in it. Absolutely awful joke, but I feel he would have had awful jokes. He would have liked awful jokes, like myself. Love a good dad joke. And he's just saying, you know, cheers to you with that. And okay, I've got to give you a proper whiskey glass, not just the whiskey size, a glass that's specific, that you would understand. And with that, I'm going to leave his love with you, and don't worry about what you couldn't remember. He's just trying to get that link. If you understood it was him, that's all good with me. Thank you for working with me.
Christy, the glass would actually be a quake made of metal, a very Scottish whiskey drinking glass. Thank you very much.
I'll very take your word for it. As long as you understood, thank you very much for working with me.
Thank you.
Can I go to Gavin Blake, please?
G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, all good, thank you. I have a grandmother with yourself, and I want to say between 5 and 5'1" in height, very slim to the body, and I want familiarities with yourself with the nose and the eyes, and she would have also worn glasses. I feel with this lady, I'm about 86, 87, around there for my passing. Would you understand this information?
Yes, I would.
Now, obviously, you've got quite blondish hair, but she had darker hair than yourself. I want to say very, very independent lady. If you said, do you want me to carry your bags for you? Why? And she would have carried it. She would have had that. But I tell you what, although she could look quite stern, she had the most loving heart going. She would do anything, and family was everything. Now, she's coming in, and she just makes me just want to smile, and she would have always looked to put those smiles on people's faces. She also gives me a teddy bear ornament that's on books. It looks like it's got 2 or 3 books, and then the teddy bear's on the top. Would you understand this? It looks like a blue, a red book, and it looks, I'm not sure if it's orange or yellow, but it's a very small, it's like a traditional teddy, but it's an ornament. It's not a teddy bear. It's an ornament of a teddy bear.
I can't. It's been a while, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
that's fine then. So she's given me that. She's also taken me to a plate, a memorial plate.
okay.
This is a porcelain plate. So to give you an example of one, because I can't see it, but I know it's like a significant plate. You know, like you have like the Queen, and sort of like when they get married, they do special.
Yeah.
It's that thing.
Yeah, she probably would have had something like that. She was very much she was into the royals, and
Okay.
yeah, she's.
So don't tell me anything more. Just yes and no. I'm not being rude. It's just I don't want you to for me to say everything. She's also given me a Toby jug with the face on it. It's a traditional sort of thing. Would you understand? She liked tradition. She liked things.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Right. So it's more symbolic then. I also say with her that her passing was gradual. She wasn't well for quite a while. It wasn't a very quick passing. Would you understand that? And she's taken me to the heart area. I also feel like my head, I just feel so tired. And I feel towards the sort of last 7 to 8 months of her life that basically she was sort of like everything was an effort to get out the chair and everything there. Before that, she was fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, she was.
Now, I don't feel there's mobility problems, but until sort of the latter, but the rest of her life, I feel like, you know, I could have done everything, and people sort of like, you know, you're gonna live to like 100, you are.
Yeah, 100%.
she would pass when she did. She was a very practical lady. Now she's giving you mince pies, but they haven't got mince in them. All right, so the shape of mince pies, and if what you would give at Christmas, but it's almost like I've taken the mince out and I've put replacements in for you. So I don't know if you're a vegetarian or whatever, but that's the type of
I don't like mince pies. I like pies, but I don't like mince pies. I don't like the mince.
Okay. She's also giving you jammy Dodgers with the jam in for yourself as well. And there's a biscuit and it's got a face on it. It's like a smiley face. And what she's also doing with this as being symbolic is sort of to say to you, she wants to bring that happiness, because Christmas isn't always a nice time for yourself. And she wants to go 2 years back with that not being a good time for yourself. She's also saying your head is all over the place at the minute. And she's just saying, you know, ground yourself, take some time out, stop. She's putting you as a train, and it's almost like going to hit the buffers, and you're like, stoking the fire, just got to keep going, another 2 weeks, got to keep going. And she's just saying, slow down, everything will be done when it's got to be done. She's giving you such a lot of love and a lot of understanding, but she wants you to start thinking about yourself and what's important to you. She wants to put that smile on your face. She's going like this, clipping around the hair, and it's not telling you off, it's just like, hey, I'm here. And she's making me aware that she's around you quite a lot. Would you understand that you keep feeling, you smell perfume, but you've also been smelling cigarette smoke around you? I don't know if it's a flat or a house you're in, but around your property.
I can't say I have, to be honest.
I can ask you to be aware of that, of the discussion, because this may be to come, because I'm smelling this quite strong. I'm also giving you biscuits, tons of biscuits. All right, but would you also understand on the right hand side, the top, there's a problem with the tooth on the top layer of the tooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she bring that in. And I know you're wearing glasses, but will you understand that you keep getting headaches with your glasses?
I do at times, yeah.
Headaches here. So obviously, I'm not an optometrist, so can you get your glasses just checked out? Or it might be just simply, it just needs tightening up or whatever, but I'm getting headaches here. And just to say to you, stop crossing your fingers. You've got this. You just need to trust in your ability to bring results.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, I understand.
She's giving me, pack up your troubles in your old kit bag, but this is symbolic. Just let your worries go. Just let them go. And she's giving you a little candy cane to put on the Christmas tree.
Bless. Okay.
Make sure it's still there on Christmas Day. You've not eaten it before it, she said.
No, I won't.
Thank you for working with me.
Thanks, Matt. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, can I please work with Ruth Jenkins, please?
Yep, lovely, thank you.
Hello to you. Okay, as I'm connected with yourself, I've got a lady coming forward and she's feeling like she's coming in. I can't work out if it's mother or grandmother age because it just feels so loving. Okay, I want to say as she's coming forward, I know that I am not the tallest person in the world, but I feel I am a little pocket rocket. I've got so much life inside me with this lady. I feel like I just want to sit her down for a minute because she's wearing me out looking at her. And she is literally whizzing about doing this, that, the other, and she just does not sit still, this lady.
My grandma.
Pardon?
That's my grandma.
Okay, well, as she's coming forward, she's talking about, I've got to get, that's really random. I've got to give you bagpipes. Why is she giving me bagpipes?
Oh, bagpipes. Yeah.
You understand that?
Yep.
I thought I had to give them to Ian again for a minute. But if you can have them, you can have them. Okay, as she's talking some more, I want to say she would have been one of these ladies that would fling the door open for anyone and welcome anybody in. You know, the more the merrier. She, you know, she'd make the food squeeze and she'd make it fit. You know, she really loved. She was the real hostess lady, this lady. She really knew how to, you know, just kind of make everybody feel welcome, everybody. She'd also take, she'd talk to anybody as well, this lady, and I really do mean anybody. And she's a bit like myself. The kind of the more different they look, the more she'd home in on them. So if they had someone like a Mohican or something, she'd be straight there trying to have a little chat with them to make sure, and how they make it stand up and all this sort of stuff. She's literally chatting away. She's also talking about, there must be memories of you going to a corner shop when you were little, because I need to give you a little corner shop where I need to go and get some sweets. She's setting up. Would you have run errands as well when you were younger? I don't feel you were very old.
Can't think.
Okay, because she's showing me a corner shop now. All right. Would you understand as well sometimes that you need a little bit of help with things, and it's a bit of a nuisance for you to sometimes get out and about, but you don't ask for help, please? Okay, because I feel like she's coming in and smacking the back of your legs.
Yeah.
Come and sort of, I feel like she's coming forward and she's going, you need to stop being so proud and get out and ask for help. She's saying to me, there are people around you. I want to say there's one neighbour in particular that would help you if you asked. You understand that? Yeah, okay. I've got to give you the word bridge. I don't know if that's a name or a name in an address, but she gives me the word bridge. Actually, it is part of an address.
There was a bridge right by where she lived.
Okay, she's also, I feel like it's a bridge road or a bridge street or something with bridge or bridge house. I've got to give you that as well. So can you just kind of park that for a minute if you don't understand, because she's quite adamant about that. I've also got to talk to you about holly. So I don't know if that's a name or the plant. Again, that's your homework, I'm afraid, not mine. Pardon?
I know a holly.
You know a holly. Okay, thank you. I've also got to give you Claire. She keeps talking about a Claire.
Where?
Claire. Is this Ireland? Have you got Irish links?
Not that I know of.
Okay, because I'll give you County Clare for some reason. County Clare. No, it's definitely Ireland. There's an Irish link there somewhere. So if you could kind of poke about and ask somebody, please, because I feel like it's at least a couple of generations above her. So I don't know if you're going to be able to find out, but when you do, I do feel there's definitely Irish links there with you. Definitely. She's very, very strong with this, because it's all about the Celts for her. It's not about if you'd understand that, please.
Understand what?
I feel like I've got this Celtic feel going on with her.
Celtic.
Do you understand what I mean? Right, okay. So I want to talk about things like the Irish and the Scottish. Again, she's talking about that. The links with the Irish. I've got to give you those. I'm going to ask her. Is it yourself that needs a new handbag, please?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to rephrase that. Is it yourself that's got lots of handwork bags, please? You've given me a handbag for you, and it feels like there is another one coming your way. So you're going to have this buy that you just can't resist, and you're going to be so proud of it. But she's saying, never mind, you can't take it all with you. If it gives you a bit of joy, it doesn't matter. All right. She's also talking about, I've got to give you Christmas roses. Christmas roses she's talking about. She's also saying that somebody must have put something inside the coffin, because I feel like it's a letter or a special memory that's gone inside the coffin with her. You understand it, because she received that. Again, apparently it's none of my business, so you know what she's talking about. I'm good with that. All right. But she was private to that, though, you'd understand. Right. Okay. What the reason why she's come, apart from telling you off about not asking for help, okay, are your legs swelling as well? Do you get swelling ankles and swelling legs sometimes, please? Again, because she's telling you you've got to put your feet up and start looking after yourself a bit better. I really do feel you're getting selling off here. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to give you something positive, and I feel like I'm really giving you an ear roll full. Right, come on, say something nice to her now. she just wants you to know that she's around. I feel that you've felt her while you've been in the kitchen, and I feel like I want to almost turn around as somebody's there. This was her. All right, so I feel like she's been, and she's also been trying to leave you messages and things like, you know, I don't know if there's songs and there's flickerings of the light, there's all sorts of bits and bobs going on. She is desperate to say that she is here. So when there's been moments of I feeling a little bit meh, to say the least, she's given you all this stuff to say, oi, I'm here, I haven't gone anywhere. All right, okay, right. Give me a present, please. Oh, excuse me. Is it you that would have had the cough, or is this her, please?
It's me.
Okay, she's again, I want to say, don't ignore yourself. Make sure you get it all sorted.
No,
and
it's an asthma cough. It's just one of them things.
But she's also saying if you're still coughing like that, something's not right. You need to maybe sort your medication out. That's what's the reason why she gave that me.
Yeah.
And as I'm stepping back, I've got to give you pearls. She's giving me pearls.
Right.
All right. And I've also got to give you a ruby ring. So I don't know where that is, but I've got to give you that as well. If I can leave her love with you, thank you for working with me.
Very much, Kirsty. God bless.
Yes.
Sorry, can I go to Kathy H, please?
Hello.
Hello there, you okay?
Yes, good, thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so I've got a lady who you resemble. I feel like I'm on a motherly vibration, and I feel I'm probably about 5'5", maybe 5'6" in height, just a little bit cuddlier than yourself, but facial features and hair exactly the same. Would you understand that?
Facial features, yes. Hair, no.
Okay. Because I want the same sort of length. I don't want it curly or anything like that. I want it fairly straight. I want with this lady also very black and white in her thinking, and she would say things that she felt. She wouldn't be scared to hold back with those sort of things.
Correct. Yes, correct.
Yeah. I don't feel very old with this lady. I don't feel I've passed old. I certainly feel sort of my late 60s at the latest.
No, she's in her 80s.
She's in her 80s. Then would you understand then, my apologies, would you understand she looked younger than what she was, because she comes in with a very youthful disposition, and as I'm looking at her, she doesn't look in her 80s. You want
No, she doesn't. No. Yeah,
well,
correct.
Apologies. Now, I feel very house proud with this lady. Everything just had to be right. Now, if I think, you know, I have a box here, if I'd moved it just a slight thing, she would walk in the room and said, who's moved that, and put it back. Would you understand that? She's very much attention to detail. She would notice the slightest thing that was happening. When it came to Christmas time, she would have liked the tree done her way, and it had to be just right. She wouldn't have liked anyone messing it up or putting things. It had to be very particular and very much to detail. Now, she comes in and a lot of love for yourself. And right, you've been thinking about making loads of changes around the house and not doing the things that you normally set it out in the way that you do things at Christmas. So I don't know if it's, you normally have your tree in one corner, it's gone in the other corner, but she's on about that it's different.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, yes.
Okay, so you would also understand Welsh links with yourself.
No, sorry, I can't take Welsh.
Welsh, right? Because I'm wanting Cumbran, so I'm going to like Newport area of Wales. You don't understand that?
No.
Okay, I'll take that back then, because I just got that. But if you can't take it, you can't take it. And would you understand with yourself that there is the last 3 months, nothing to do with COVID, has been very much up and down on emotional level. All right, so she's been around you and sort of trying to lift you up. You'd also understand there is the gift within the family also. Sort of you have abilities.
Yes, yeah.
Yourself going back. Would you understand that on the mum's side of the family?
Yes, yes.
Would you also understand you have her ring?
Correct, I do. Yes.
Now, she's given me opal, and I don't want to do that old thing like, did she have opal rings or opal
No.
necklaces? I feel it's a significant of the stone, as in like a birthstone. Would you understand the significance of the month of June with her?
Yes.
All right. Would you also understand the significance of the 26th of September? And I need to give it you as I hear it. So I'm being given the 26th of September for any of your birthday or passing, but I always go a day either side.
Sorry. Actually, yeah, I think it's passing. Yes, yeah.
Now she's giving you what they call them, fruit cake with all like the sultanas and all of that type of thing with icing on the top. And I'm giving you this because I'm smelling like I feel like it's been a bit of rum in it. It's got alcohol in it anyway. And it's only a small one. It's probably about something I can smell them, and I feel like she would have been quite traditional in making sort of like the baking of that.
Yeah.
Right, so I want that for yourself. Would you also understand you keep going like this with your hair and you feel like your ears being pulled on your right hand side?
Yes, yeah.
Get your attention, because it's almost like you're looking into this mirror. I'm not saying it is a mirror because it's a framed object anyway, and it's only small, but I'm looking into it. But as I'm looking into it, I'm thinking of her, and she's wanting to know that she draws close to you, but you know that anyway. You also saw her, so if, for example, she passed on the Thursday, you would have seen her on the Saturday. So within 2 days of passing.
Can't say that I did. I have heard her, and I have seen somebody in here, which I thought was her. Yes.
So I've gone back again. She's on about within that 2 days within your dreams.
And I can't place that. Sorry.
So I'm right. Okay. So what I'm going to say from her is that stop putting your head in your dreams. Actually live them. Okay. She wouldn't have been a person to sort of just put everything on hold and say, we might do this next year. If she felt she needed to do something, she would have just done it. And I need to say to you, it's about, some people might say it's impulsive, but rather than thinking about it, just do it.
Okay, sorry, thank you.
And the final thing I want to give to yourself is, she's giving you loads of ice. Would you understand why?
No.
That's a strange thing, isn't it? It's a little cube, you know, like ice cubes, and that's giving you loads of ice. Okay. Would you understand you're a bit hot-headed at times?
No.
Right. Then would you understand around you hot-headed? Because I'm wanting the ice to cool off, to cool down.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's the gift. I'm sorry, it's not.
No, I understand. I understand.
If I give that to you, thank you for working.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
May I please work with Lillian Poltney? Poltney? Is that? Yeah, please forgive me if I said that wrong.
Hello. Can't hear you, Lillian.
Hello.
You're still not unmuted yet, Lillian.
Yeah, I'm unmuted.
No, Lillian, not you, Ian. Lillian. Sorry, mate.
Oh.
You're not unmuted yet, Lillian. That's it.
Yeah, I'm right. Thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you.
That's okay. That's not a problem. Bless you. Right. Okay. We were only talking earlier on today. We think we should make some T-shirts saying you're on mute, because that seems to be the word, the sentence of the year. Bless.
Yeah.
As I'm connecting with yourself, I've got a lady coming forward with you. Again, I want to say, I'm feeling she feels like a motherly figure. I do feel very similar to you to look at. I do feel that I'm quite a slim lady. And again, I'm quite short, this lady. And bear in mind, I'm quite tall for a lady. So to me, I don't know, anything sort of lower than sort of 5'4" To me is quite small. As she's coming forward with some more, I want to say a very quiet lady, but nonetheless, if you talk to her, she had quite strong opinions. She was a very strong lady in herself, and she, I feel like people underestimated her strength, as people do you. Would you understand this, please?
Yes, I guess so. Yes.
Okay, because they again, as I'm looking, I feel like her hair is slightly different to yours.
Yes.
Okay, is this her that would have had the cancer, please?
Well, they weren't actually sure because her heart failed before they sort of found out what the test was, but they believed she'd got cancer, but she had a third heart attack, and that was that. She'd gone. So,
because I'm being told I've got to give you cancer regarding to her, so I'm assuming there's some sort of confirmation there that you needed to hear from that.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. Would you understand that you're getting quite warm a lot at the moment, please?
Yes. Yes.
Even though the world seems to be getting frosty, you seem to be getting warmer.
Yes.
And would you also understand, please, the dog that you have with you is a healing dog?
Yes, definitely. Yes, she is. Yeah.
Because I'm very aware. Is there another dog in spirit as well, please? Because I feel like you feel there's a cold, and the dog comes and sits down by your feet, and you get.
He was a healing dog as well. Yeah, he was a staffy, and he was fabulous.
I was going to say he's bigger than the one you've got, because I feel like they just squashed you. You just squashed a bit more, and you're like, I'm being shown you get a cold leg, but there's no draft. So can you, if you don't know about that, very well, because he comes in quite strongly with. Is this yourself, please? I feel like I've got a bit of a headache again. I've got to give you a headache, please.
Yeah, I sort of knocked myself out a few weeks ago, and I had concussion. So.
Okay.
With a fence that had fallen down, and I slipped on the snow and went smack into the fence with my head.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay.
Well, I am fine now, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So she obviously was around you, but would you understand that sometimes you are, I want to say, a little bit accident prone sometimes?
Oh, always have been.
She's making me want to put you in a little box with some cotton wool around you, and she said, I'm sure there'll still be a problem with it there.
There would. Yeah, there would.
She just wants to try and protect you and look after you. Would you understand sometimes your legs are a little bit wobbly as well, please?
Yeah, I've just had COVID, and when I came out of hospital, that was one of the symptoms I was left with. But yesterday it seemed to stop, so it's just settling. Yeah.
Well, that was one of the reasons. Sorry, that was one of the reasons why she's bringing this forward, because she's showing me the light at the end of the tunnel with this, and it feels like strength upon strength upon strength. Are you still getting a bit of a sore throat and a cough?
I did, and that again is just literally yesterday everything settled down, and today I feel like myself. Hence, I'm back at church. So.
Lovely. And she's saying to me, you're not to run before you're to walk. She's take it easy, take it slowly, because you're a one for galloping on at 100 miles an hour, aren't you? And she's pulling the reins of the horses and saying, take it slowly. Would you also understand you need some new slippers, please?
Oh, she's perfectly right there, yes. Yes.
Because I've got to keep your feet warm, she's saying. I don't want you hurting your toes. All right.
Yes.
And while you're there, get yourself some new socks as well.
Because she's right with that as well.
Then you're overdue with those. All right. She's also talking about something that you've got to get out the loft, or there's an area where you've got to get something out of storage somewhere.
That's absolutely true. We've got to go in the loft, and not to get something out, but because we've heard what we think is a pigeon nesting or something, and so my friend's coming tomorrow, and he's going to go up in the loft, not me.
Brilliant.
So
brilliant, because she's saying, please don't you go do it. I feel like I need to say, you just be careful, please stay feet on the ground for the minute. I feel like that's what she's saying, feet on the ground.
Yes,
all right,
absolutely. Yeah.
Would she have had to have had a wheelchair, please? Because I need to give you a wheelchair.
I think that was the coming to that point. but she didn't actually reach it, which I'm pleased about, because I wouldn't say she was very proud, but she didn't want to be in a wheelchair.
But I want to say it's the reason why she's brought that in. She would have hated that wheelchair. The
Yes, she
reason
would.
why she's brought that in is because she's talking about you hating being poorly.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
You should, I don't know if you were a nurse, but you should have been a nurse, because nurses are the worst patients, because all they want to do is look after everyone else. They don't want to be fussed around. And
Yeah.
she's saying to me, you are exactly the same. So she's saying, but please give yourself that time. Please keep asking for help. Please take things slowly. That includes walking slowly. Don't go, paying attention to where you're going. She's also saying to me, please make sure you get enough sleep. All right.
That's quite interesting, because I normally sleep straight through the night, no problem. But the last, 3 weeks, I've been waking up 3 or 4 times in the night and finding it hard to get back to sleep, which is very strange. So, yeah, it's something I'll have to look at.
Well, I'm just hearing have a nanny nap. There's nothing nicer than a nanny nap. There is. I think they should be on the NHS myself and have a nanny nap for everyone. Right, okay, let's give me a present for this lovely lady, please. I've got to give you snowdrops.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I've also got to give you, what are them ones that look a bit like snowdrops but actually smell beautiful? Can't think what they're called.
No, I don't know.
They come, I can't think what they're called. They smell gorgeous. Lily of the Valley. Is it Lily of the Valley?
Yes.
I've got to give you Lily of the Valley as well. Thank you so much for being with me. You take care, my
Thank you.
love.
God bless you. Thanks. That's lovely.
Okay, can I go to Kevin Taylor, please?
Good evening, Matt.
Okay, would you understand Father in spirit?
I would indeed.
Okay, now I can already see here with your facial hair, but would you understand he would have had a beard, but quite close and tidy as well?
Never saw my father with a beard, but you're not the first one to say that. But my uncle did, his brother.
Right, now he's laughing, but as he laughs, he's got 2 gaps here and here. Would you understand that?
Yep, I would.
Okay. Would you also understand with him, he was a very proud man, and he wasn't a man to ask for help, and towards the end that he suffered on quietly. Would you understand that?
I would indeed, yes.
Okay. Now with him, I'm struggling to swallow, but he's taking me to my stomach area. My stomach has got really sort of hard, and when I get stomach condition, I either get sort of like stomach condition, but I also get out with cancer as well. Would you understand that?
They never actually found out, but it was said that he might have had prostate cancer, and he certainly had problems with his bladder, so more than likely.
That's what it's taking me to. Would you also understand forgetfulness towards the end as well?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And would you also understand with him, he would, if you said, I've bought you a Christmas jumper, it was a bit like, what have you bought me that for? He wouldn't have got into the Christmas thing. I'm not saying he wasn't a happy person, but just Christmas had not nice memories for him on a personal level. Would you understand that?
I'm not sure about the memories he might have had, but I do take the Christmas jumper bit, yeah.
Now, I know you obviously work with spirit, but you would understand that you see like outlines that you associate, because he wasn't a small gentleman. He was quite a tall gentleman. Would you understand that also?
No, not my father wasn't. He was about 5'8". But my uncle, again, the one with the beard, he was about 6 foot.
Yeah, that's the sort of height I want to go. I don't want to go sort of like 5'8". Right. Would you also understand with your dad, he was larger than life when he had a little tipple, he sort of like came into his own, you saw a different side to him?
He was larger than life full time, I think. Didn't need a tipple, but if he had a tipple, he was worse.
He's given you water to drink, just to sort of re-energize yourself a bit, because you understand that you've been feeling very depleted and very, very tired.
Yeah.
You'd also understand you're not sleeping properly. You keep getting up roughly about 2:12 and again about 4:15.
Approximately those times, yes, indeed. Yeah.
So he's coming around. He's around you a lot. Now he's giving you humbugs, like black. I'm like messing about with their really sticky thing. I'm giving you humbugs.
Yeah.
But, right now. There must have been a rug that got chucked away. There was a rug that I've got, and I'm chucking it away. And he's on about, I won't say it had fleas in it, but it's almost like flea bits and old, and it's almost like had to chuck it because it was beyond, it was lost its life, basically.
That may well be true at Ace House. My brother cleared that, so I wouldn't
Right,
be aware
so
of that.
check with, in the
Your
family.
brother, yeah.
With that. Right. Would you understand the ring's still here, but you haven't got it?
More than likely.
And I just want to keep flicking the kettle on.
That's me. Yeah.
Flicking the kettle on.
All day long. Yeah.
No. There's work to be done in the back garden.
Certainly is.
All right. And I don't mean just the grass. I mean like wood, everything, just like everything.
Yep. We're about to move, so we're clearing all sorts of stuff out the back.
Okay. And he's on about, you know, where people say to you, you need to keep a little back for a rainy day. He's wanting you to do the opposite. He wants you to sort of open the wallet and start to spend to treat yourself a little bit. He wants you
Yes,
to
I understand that.
You don't have to be anything expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You just want something small that you've got something to treasure. And what he's giving to you, he's giving a hologram. And inside the hologram is an angel. So it's like a cubed hologram with an angel in it. And I just need to give you that from him.
Lovely.
With all his love. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt. That was lovely.
Okie dokie. Right. May I please come to Sheila Lion?
Hello.
Hello. You could have made me one while you were there.
Oh, just having a cup of tea before I go to work.
Yeah, there's Kevin's relatives talking about a cup of tea, and there's you making one. I thought, sharing and all that, eh? Right. Okay, as I'm connecting with yourself, my lovey, I've got a lady coming forward with you, and as she's coming forward, I've got headaches. Oh, again, I've got headaches with this lady. Do you understand that, please? She comes from a motherly figure. Again, I want the similarities between you, but not the same.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, she's I want to say very hard-working lady. Everything that she did with gusto. She threw herself into it. In fact, I want to say she was an all or nothing kind of lady.
Yeah.
You know, she either give you her a wholeness, or she just went, yeah, no, whatever. I wouldn't be frightened of saying a thing or two or a word or two to people, if you'd understand that, please. She's also, I feel like she was poorly. I know that sounds a really strange thing to say, but she was poorly before she passed.
Yeah, very much.
Suffered quite a bit, but as you know, she's not like that now. She's not suffering now. I want to say she's got a bit of mischievous nature to her, and I feel like I want to cause a bit of trouble with this lady, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I want to, in a nice way. I want to pull people's and I want to just check see if they're listening. So I'll throw silly things in, and I want to, I want to wind up grandchildren so their mums get it and stuff. That's what I kind of I want to bring forward, and I want to say she would have loved comedies and comedy shows and things like that, sitcoms and things. She's showing me things like Only Fools and Horses and all that kind of Morecambe and Wise, with the glasses and all that kind of stuff. Literally, she's pouring in them. Variety show. I feel like I want to watch that with her as well. But I also feel like there's a soap that she used to watch as well. I'm probably going to get shot here, but it feels a bit like EastEnders.
Yeah.
Because I want to go get out of my pub like this. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She'd have kind of teased and taken the mickey. But I've also got to give you lots of records. So I love music with this lady.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would have liked a little boogie, even if it was in my chair. I still would have liked a boogie.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. First of all, I need to say to you, please mind your earrings. I feel like I'm going to lose one if I don't do it up properly.
Okay.
because she's talking about that. She's also talking about, is there changes coming for you, please? That's what I feel like I need to say to you.
Yes, but obviously it's something. Yeah, well, yeah, it could be. Yeah.
If you understand changes,
Yeah.
well, I want to say there is, but they're good changes. So you're not to worry. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my throat again. Excuse me. Is this yourself that smokes, please?
No, that was her.
That was her. Goodness me, it was a wicked smell of smoke. Would you understand I feel like I'm puffing it in your face as I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have realised she was doing it. You know, she would have just been, you know, waving a fag around while she was talking. Because I feel like I couldn't, you know, if I sat on my hands, I wouldn't be able to speak to you. Because that was me. I was very, you know, like that. She's talking about, she's talking about somebody needs to go shopping for some clothes, please.
Yeah.
All right, because some clothes have worn out.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Yeah, and she's saying enough is enough. I want to go head top to toe. I don't want to mess about getting a jumper here and a pair of trousers there. I want to go the lot. You know, she's not messing about. Just get the old lot. Go out and treat yourself. All right. She's saying you're also working very hard, but I feel like I need to say to you, don't give 120% when you end up with 10% at home.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And also, I need to say to you, never mind the naysayers.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's a bit of net going on. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Tell that to go away. It's not important. They're not important. All right. A lot of people get grinchy over Christmas. Just take it as that is what she's saying. All right. Yeah. And I want to say to you, she gives me Tesco's for you. I've got to go shopping. You go shopping in Tesco's, please.
No, I work there.
All right then.
But yeah, I do shopping there. But yeah, I work there. That's what...
Do you actually put stuff on the shelves?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm going to say to you, mind your back.
I know. Right. I know. I know.
Because I feel like you're I don't know if you're pushing too much or you're bending and bopping too much, but there was something going on with you with these shelf stacking stuff.
There is. You're definitely right there. Yeah.
And she's saying, can you just please be careful? All right. And do you work nights as well?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Because she's saying, I feel like I want to get some decent curtains and all.
Yeah.
Because that's disturbing your sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, don't help. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And she's given me them little earplugs as well. They're little orange ones.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if you have them, but she's just whacking them in anyway. Because I feel like I want to yell at some people that are not letting me sleep.
Yeah, Josh, you are absolutely spot on right now.
It's not me, my darling. This is her. I can't.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
Okay, so she's literally just letting you know she's been around, and I'm asking for a present for you, and she's given me. Oh, she's so cheeky. I got a tin of sweets, not a plastic one, none of your cheap half a lot of plastic ones. She's a proper decent tin. She's gone, and then she's taken some of the sweets out and chucked the wrappers back in again.
Yeah.
And she's laughing her head off because I feel like it's winding somebody right up. So I'm going to leave her love with you. Thank you so much for working.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome, my sweet.
Can I go to Barbara Walker, please?
Sorry, Matt. Hi.
No, I don't have to apologise. Okay, I've got grandmother with yourself, and I want to say I don't feel she even got to 5 foot in height. She's very, very small in height and very petite to the frame. I want to say there must have been problems with her hearing at the end on her right-hand side. And I also feel with her that she was ill for a long time. It wasn't sort of the last few months. I feel like I've got this, that, and everything going wrong with me. I was in and out of hospitals and having different checks and different things.
Yeah.
I feel with this lady, it was a mixture of things, but mainly around the heart is how she's gone. But there's a mixture of things that she went with. It wasn't just one thing. I feel like I've gone into a good old age, and I feel like I'm certainly going 89, sort of 90, sort of that sort of age.
Yeah.
And I feel with her that she was, in a way, she shut herself off towards the end because she didn't want people to see her as she was health-wise. She wanted, quite a proud lady. And I want to say her house wasn't like a show house. It was a home. It was a very cozy home, and I've just got knickknacks all over the place. And it was just like, you looked on the sort of the wall unit, and it was just like stuffed with lots of different things, lots of brass ornaments. But it was just like, you know, why have you still got that newspaper from 3 months ago? I was reading it. And you'd find all of these different bits. You would understand that there was lots of boxes all over the house, and it was just like filled with like, what have you got? Oh, that's the ornaments. And then you'd go into another room. She's also taken me to like the pink lady that covered the toilet roll.
Yeah.
And she had a white toilet with like a black lid on it.
Yeah.
She's got a lovely way around it. It's almost like, right, come in this room next, we'll have a look round here. And she's got like a pink it's like a throw that goes over you, like your sheets, like
Yeah,
covered.
that's right. Yeah.
And she's got this like dark wood sort of dressing table where it would have had pulled out drawers on it to put like a little nick. Well, I'm assuming it was for rings and that, but there wasn't. It was just like anything. Oh, there's a pen here, I'll shove that in there.
That's right.
But she had so many things, but the one thing she lacked was almost having that connection. She had such a loving heart, but she struggled relationships.
Yeah.
It was like I'm looking for that love, but not getting back because just people didn't get me.
Correct.
Now, coming around you, because she just wants to bring in all of these memories, and she's wanting to take you back to childhood memories of. And I've just got you sort of like running around fields and sort of like just being completely free, not what might happen and everything. And she wants that now. She wants not running around fields, but sort of like free and not worrying about things. And that's what she also wants. She wants that laughter. She wants to bring that laughter back because things have been serious for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I just want this sort of like, you're coming out the other side now. And she wants to acknowledge that you're coming out the other side. Yeah. Would you understand that also, I know I mentioned about headaches before, but would you also understand your eyes sort of like just needing to be checked over at the moment? And you would understand sort of like your left eye in particular, sort of like, almost like sometimes you're looking at it, it's going like this. Yeah. So have those checked out. Can you also, right, you've not had your flu jab yet, have you?
I have actually, yeah.
She's on about get your flu jab.
No, I have had that, yeah, I have that.
Oh, she's getting the flu jab. Did you have to put that off then and have to because it's almost like make sure that you've done it, but if you've had it done.
No, I had it when I was called to have it.
Right, okay. I don't know where I've gone wrong with that then, but she just keeps going on about it. Right, right. She's given you family circle biscuits.
Yeah.
All of those in, and for that, and right, I need to give you lavender.
Yeah.
And I also want memories of the lavender pouches, but in the drawer beneath the pillow. And the final thing I just need to say to you, you're not going backwards, you're going forwards. You're going.
I hope so.
All right, so have that belief in you and stop doubting yourself, she's saying, because she's got the belief in yourself. If I can leave that with you, thank you for working.
Bless your heart. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
I have to stop you there. Thank you so much. Beautiful messages this evening and a lovely service. So thank you both. Yeah, we're very, very appreciative. Okay, now for our notifications. Don't forget, every Tuesday evening we have our open reading circle where you can come along and potentially get a reading, or if you're a developing medium, you can offer readings to others. We also have our online healing breathwork group every Thursday evening here on Zoom. We also have our online Christmas party on the 17th, so next Friday. There will be readings, quizzes, and a disco with a full-blown disc jockey, so do come along. We also have our new online community, which is free to join, and you can access it via our website at amadeitist.org. Sign up for free, and you'll get access to all our events, etc. through there. Our next service will be Saturday, 18th, and that will be our last one this year. Again, 7 p.m. Our guest medium is Liam James. Liam has been before, so I'm sure you will welcome him back. Right, so I will now hand over to Matt for our closing prayer.
Thank you. Dear Father, Divine Spirit, thank you for allowing us to connect the two worlds. But as we come to the end of this service now, can I ask for the two worlds once again separate, for our loved ones to draw back, and for everyone here to be safe and sound in the knowledge their loved ones are always around them, taking care of them and giving them love and reassurance along the way. Can I also ask that the doors of this sanctuary remain open always until we meet again. Amen.
Amen.
God be with you till we meet again. By his counsel's guide uphold you. With his sheep securely fold you. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. Neath his wings securely hide you. Daily manna still provide you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, God be with you till we meet again.
God be with you till we meet again. When life's perils they confound you, put his arms unfailing round you. God be with you till we meet again.
Till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, God be with you. God be with you. Oh, God be with you till we meet again.